Podcast. Here we go. Back at it with Luck Runs Out. Noah and Andrew. The bassist, Noah. Andrew, vocalist. Badass band from Grand Rapids. Just came out, over the past few months. They've, one of their first shows was back in August with Hoods. And then they played with Pain of Truth here in Detroit. For those who don't understand, Grand Rapids is a good 2-hour drive to Detroit. Those guys support the shit out of fucking Detroit. They have their own thriving scene in Grand Rapids now. It always wasn't so big. It wasn't like, from what they said, they kind of had to, years ago, they kind of had to branch out of their area to go to the hardcore shows that they wanted to see because, I don't know, maybe Detroit, had a lot of the bands coming that way instead of Grand Rapids, and it's just probably just a geological issue, but they have quite a scene now. Lots of good bands coming up out of that way. And like I said, they had to come to shows out here, so eventually you meet friends, you gain, new friendships and whatever else. You meet people, you support each other's bands or whatever you do, and it's just cool. I know they've been going to shows a long time. They were both military guys, so I know Andrew, he explained that he was gone for like 11 years doing super top secret military shit. He didn't say that. It just sounds cool. And they played at the 10 for 10 show that was on Saturday. This is now Monday, so they came over Saturday morning before the show and recorded it. And so now I just want to give a shout out to the Sanctuary and whoever booked the 10 for 10. Probably Maxwell. He did a great job putting on for a lot of young and upcoming bands. Special shout out to motherfucking Hard Count, Detroit's youngest boys. Set it off for the night. They the way they do it at 10 for 10, they do basically a lottery for the band lineup, which I find pretty cool. You never know who's going to be first. You never know who's going to headline. So that really helps out. It gives everybody a fair shot at being seen or, whatnot. It just so happened that Hard Count had their first show and they played first. And they really got the love that they deserve because all of those boys have been supporting for a few years now, and they show up, they mosh for every band, they pay their way, they buy merch, and for them to start a band and get it together, it's really cool to see. They put effort into it, they fucking created their own songs, and by getting what they put in, they got what they deserved. Holy shit, how simple is that? So, when you support, you show up, you fucking share flyers, you go to the shows, you buy the merch, you sing along, you get the same in return. You get what you put in. And for anybody bitching out there, about not getting fucking put on these shows or, being shit on or forgotten about, well, take a look at yourself and see what you're doing for the scene. See how much you share. There's a handful of bands I can look at and say, I don't see them share one fucking flyer or show up to any shows or buy merch or share a Spotify link when it takes seconds. And if that's all you have to do these days to support, and you can't do that, go fuck yourself. You get nothing in return. I don't know, man. It's frustrating. I'm far from perfect when it comes to sharing and, putting shit out there or sometimes even supporting, new bands. I might not get to it the fastest, or it may go a day or two before I get to share the new fucking band. But, but it is effort. And when you see people put in zero effort and then bitch about, not getting anything in return or getting the love that they deserve because, they've been around, fuck you. And so all those 10 for 10 bands, for them to sell out 300 plus people with a bunch of local bands, everybody supporting each other, the ones who actually matter, the ones who fucking care, showing up. You've known about this for months. Can't see you have nothing better to do on a Saturday night. And did you share one 10 for 10 flyer? No? Oh, why? Because your band fucking wasn't on it? Get out of here. Anyways, getting all worked up on a Sunday morning, trying to, enjoy my high. About to blow my own high. You never want to do that on a Sunday morning. But with all that being said, the 10 for 10 was really cool. Awesome to see everybody show up. Slice, first time in Detroit. I don't know why they got on the show. Fucking Ohio band. I thought it was a Michigan show. But, somebody let them in. They fucking snuck on the bill. No, but that band's fucking, they're going to do good things. And everybody else, Dead Hang, Barefaced, Under the Knife, fucking Peace Offering, Vacate, X, Persist, X, and Suffer No Fools. If I missed anybody, much love to you. It was a great night, great sets, everybody. It was just all great times. It was kind of like last year, and it couldn't have gone better. Let's move on to the podcast. It was a good one. I'm really glad Andrew and Noah showed up. You came over here in person. They had the opportunity to come over before the 10 for 10 show, like I said. So it always works better in person. It's always more fun, more engaging. And I'd love to do it more. I love doing this shit. I love talking to people. I love talking about hardcore and dumb knucklehead shit. It doesn't fucking matter. This is what it's for. Highlight the bands, shine a light on the ones that are coming up or who have been around, whoever I can get my hands on. Thank you guys so much for giving me the chance to, do my part since I'm not in a band. But look at me, supporting. It's all it takes. Quick thing, and before I go, if you checked out this episode and you decided to check out Luck Runs Out, or you caught them the other night, or you already know who they are, you can catch them in Detroit again at the Sanctuary, February 13th. It's a Tuesday with Dead Hang, Barefaced, Dead Wrong, and the headliner is Southpaw, a Florida hardcore band. So, I don't fucking check out all those bands if you haven't already. And like I said, you can fucking catch them February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. So, you can have an early Valentine's Day and take your girl there, and she can watch you get your fucking ass kicked. Sounds like fun, right? Then also February 23rd, maybe, I think, yeah. That's a Friday night at Parts and Labor in Melvindale. You already know about this. D-Block, Enemy of God, Vigilante, Hard Count, all these tough guy bands, super tough bands, all good friends of mine. And then, something to break up the violence a little, The Boy Detective, one of the greatest ska bands around right now. Check them out. Go listen to them. Listen to all the other bands. Do your part. Jump into it like this.
Cool.
Already recording, so.
All
right. With Noah and Andrew, the fucking two toughest guys from Grand Rapids, area West Michigan, right now anyway. I'm glad you guys came over.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's a lot cooler to do this shit in person, as I said before, because it seems a little more personal rather than like talking.
Well, and that's why when you asked me to be on it, I was like, nah, dude, we'll fucking come on for that. Like, we're not gonna do that. Like, this is definitely more personal, and I feel like better conversations happen in person. So this is gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it just works out that today you have the 10 for 10 show. You guys are playing.
Yeah.
So this will be on Monday. So you will have played the 10 for 10 show.
I know. I thought about it. I was like, maybe we should have went out there like a couple days before, so this could have hit like before the 10 for 10, so people know who the fuck we are. But no, it'll all work out. It's all good.
I think people know who you guys are by now. You played that fucking Pain and True show back in November, which that was your first show out this way, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was first show in Detroit. Yeah.
And you guys, how many shows before that? Because you haven't fucking done that many, right?
3.
Yeah, maybe 3. I mean, we played with our first show was with Hoods. At Skeletones over there in Grand Rapids.
Okay, yeah, back in like August, right?
Yeah, it was August time frame, and then we played this like fucking stupid ass 2-piece show, but it was fun. Like, we had a good time with it. And then third show, or no, we had that Fort Wayne show. Was that after?
That was after. I think.
Was that after Pain and Truth?
Pain and Truth our third show?
Yeah, Pain and Truth was probably the third show there,
Yeah.
and then we went and played a show down in Fort Wayne. A bunch of fucking metal bands and shit. Like, we were definitely the oddball out on that one, but I mean,
It was cool.
it was cool. Yeah, it was a good time to get out of state. So
Yeah, but sometimes you can reach like sometimes you can pull some people out of the audience into the hardcore scene, like metal. It just it never really mixes well, at least never used to. When I would pay attention, like fucking metal, like crossover shows. I'm like, for sure something's gonna go wrong here. Most of the time it does.
go to a hate breed show nowadays, and like you're gonna see some fights. Like, it's definitely
Yeah.
definitely two crowds at a hate breed show
Guilty.
these days. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Fuck, man. Did you guys go to like This Is Hardcore and see them last year or 2 years ago?
No, man. We really wanted to. I think you even had tickets, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought tickets and everything, but I was still in the military at the time. And for anyone listening, if you've ever been in the military, you have to be an adult and you have to ask permission to fucking go anywhere. And so they denied that, and so I couldn't go. And so I was real upset about that. But
LDB this year, though.
You going?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are going. Yeah, it's a fucking wild lineup, but it was like $200 a ticket, right? Something crazy like that.
Yeah, I was pretty upset about
150
that.
or something?
but-
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it just seems.
That's why he's
Well-
like, dude, they have to be bringing someone. If the tickets went up $50 this year, they have to be bringing someone. And like,
and-
yeah, Hatebreed, no barricade.
yeah,
That's
It's gonna go
amazing.
off.
Yeah.
That venue is actually fucking sweet too. Like it is a great venue to have a show like that.
Oh, you guys went last year?
Yeah, we went
Okay,
last
'cause I know
year,
last year was
yeah.
the first year at that new
Yep.
place.
Yeah, it was the first one there. And hey, if anybody that puts that shit on is listening, we'll play it. Because LDB was a great time last year. Like hats off to whoever did that because that was awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so I believe it's Ryan Story, the singer of Gates to Hell.
Yeah.
And
Because they're
then-
from that area, aren't they?
Yeah, Lexington. Lexington? No.
Louisville.
Yeah,
Louisville.
yeah. Starts with an L.
Yeah.
Close
then-
enough.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's Kentucky. You got like two places. It's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, you can get through there pretty quick. And then the singer of what's that? Fucking Straight Edge.
Inclination.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep,
Inclination.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they all have something to do with it. They do a lot of
Yeah.
the booking and shout out to those guys. They've been doing it a long fucking time. They took a few years off.
Yeah, it was Midwest Bloodfest for a while, and I went to a few of those. And I mean, they were a little bit on the smaller scale of like what LDB is now, but holy shit! Like last year was 10 out of 10. Like it was so fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
every band on that, almost every band was just a complete banger.
Yeah, I went the year before that when it was fucking Tsunami, from Pain and
Oh,
Truth,
yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
fucking Mind Force, dude.
Yeah.
I was at that.
Oh, yeah, it was a good one.
It's been 3 years in a row now. I've been there. I love that place.
So, I remember the first time I ever noticed is you guys' drummer was there with you guys too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Billy.
Billy.
Billy, yeah,
Yeah.
that's his name. Yeah, I just remember seeing him and he was wearing a fucking Detroit hat. I was
Yep.
like, what the fuck's he wearing a Detroit hat? Where's he from? I never seen him before, and I just went paid attention. You know everybody. I don't
Right.
fucking know everybody, but then I just like started seeing him more and more, like in Detroit. I was like, where's this guy come from? But from Grand Rapids, it's like, oh, different. I forget you guys are so close, but sometimes
He's actually from Port Huron. He actually just
Yeah.
moved. So funny story about
Okay.
him. Like we started the whole band. It was me and Noah were just kind of talking like, hey, we need to start a band. I'm like, yeah, we fucking do. I just moved home at the time. Like, you know, I've been gone for 11 years. So I was like, all right, cool. We need to start a band. And then a friend of mine, Mark, he was in a band called Vices for a while. They were like a metalcore type band. But I've known him for almost 20 fucking years. Went to high school with him. We're like, yeah, let's get this going. So I initially was going to play drums. I wasn't going to do vocals. Like I also play drums as well. And then how the fuck did Billy come into the picture? Because it was just super random.
So like one day on Instagram, this is after LDB, I think this year.
Yeah.
And I just get this dude that follows me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check his page out. He's like into fitness and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this is that one kid from LDB. And I'm like,
from LDB.
okay. Oh, it says like Port Huron or Detroit Hardcore or something like that in his bio. And I'm like, okay, so he's nearby and he plays drum. We need a drummer. And then I like look through his profile. I see like he tagged like Grand Valley or something like that in like one of his posts. I'm like, that's literally where we're at. So he's over here so often. So I'm like, yo, how often do you come over this way? He's like, I'm there like every other week, you know, seeing my girlfriend. So I'm like, you want to play drums for us? You know? And he's like,
I suck.
hell yeah. I'm like, he's never played live or anything like that.
No.
He's never tracked drums. And yeah, he's like, he always says he's not confident in his drums, but he's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
For being
he's-
21 years old, he's fucking phenomenal, man.
He's
Young
real.
killer.
Yeah.
He's really.
He's
good.
a tough guy too. He's all fucking jacked. So
He's a little squirrely dude.
he
You know,
fits the bill.
Dude, he
There's-
moshes fucking hard.
I know.
Love
I
it.
know. He
really
almost got me
hard.
once.
Love it.
It's like, this motherfucker.
yeah, he has no fear. It's fucking awesome.
Chris
I
shows
love
him out of
that
nowhere
kid.
too. Like he's all fast, like fucking ninja like.
Yeah. He will.
He's on top of you.
He will surprise you. Yeah, he's a good kid though. I like him.
Yeah, well, good man. Who else in your guys' band? Yeah.
So I mentioned
What
I mentioned Mark Gritma. He plays guitar. I've known Mark since high school. Like we both graduated from the same high school in like 2007, so like fucking forever ago. But then he just hadn't been doing anything in like a bands for a while. Like I said, he was in Vices, which is a band out of Grand Rapids for a while. They got decently big for the metal, like local metalcore. But then I just hit him up and I was like, hey man, you want to come play? And he was like, well, yeah, like, you know, I'm going to fucking do it. If you ask me to do it, I'll come do it. And I was like, all right, cool. And then Brad's our wild card. He plays guitar as well. He just kind of like randomly came into the you know Manasseh from Bitter Truth.
Yeah.
He's cutting my hair one day and he's like, hey, so you know Brad? I'm like, I don't know who the fuck Brad is. I was like, what are you talking about? I've never seen this kid before in my life. He's like, oh, he's looking to be in a band. You know, he's trying to take the shit a little more seriously, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll hit him up and we'll see what's going on. So I hit him up, and he's just like, I'm gonna be in your fucking band with you, like it or not. And I'm like, all right, dude, come over Sunday. Like we'll do this. And sure enough, he showed up, and then it just kind of all went downhill from there. But
downhill seems like, well, okay, the snowball effect, I guess, getting bigger as you go downhill. So put positive spin on it.
Yeah, try to. Yeah.
No, it's been good. Like the mix between Brad and Mark is where we get our sound, I think, because Mark's more like the early 2000s, like hardcore, and then Brad's got this more like beatdown sound, like the new wave beatdown.
Yeah,
and it's I love it.
It works, and you and the fucking chunky bass, so sounds good, man. As long as you can fill in with the what section is that? The rhythm section, is that what the bass is? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hey, man, it all fucking.
Dude, I suck at bass. I'm just up there for show, man. For real.
Just for the picture.
Yeah.
I like it though. Everybody likes your guys' band. It's fucking. I've seen you guys at one time, but I've seen other videos. It's like who knows? Especially tonight. I'm telling you, on the small stage, Charlie, you're gonna be happy at the end. This is going out. Everyone's gonna know what stage you played on by time. So it's cool.
I mean, I hope it's not the small stage. Like I said, we're not the smallest guys in the room, that's for sure. And so if you want to cram us on a small ass stage, I mean, I'll do it, but it ain't gonna be pretty.
I'm telling you, because when everybody's watching the band, it's like there's fucking nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So that's the fun part. That's the fun part.
That's like the hardcore. That's kind of like the hardcore I grew up in, right? Like a lot of the venues were always like really, really small. There was no fucking like Alvin's, like you're not, or Static Age 2, like you're not fucking hiding in those.
Oh yeah.
And so kids are just getting clocked left and right, and like that's what I came up with. So when I see that shit, I get real excited. So like hopefully it happens like that tonight. We'll see, but dude, I'll fucking lose my shit.
Dude, this fucking Missing Link show that just got announced in Chicago, though, that venue is so fucking
I've never
small.
been there, and I'm kind of sad that I'm not gonna go.
Dude,
apparently it's like the size of a fucking living room.
Yeah, it's like a refrigerator, man.
So it's like 100% cat though, right?
Yeah, if that.
So have you guys been to Parts and Labor though? You guys coming to that fucking D Block show there? Or you guys gonna be around?
He's having surgery and shit. I'm like.
You were saying we should have recorded this before because it was funny, but like when I was telling you about the whole tie down thing where I tore my ACL.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Mike from Missing Link for that one. He'll get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
I completely fucking severed my ACL, so I got to have surgery here Tuesday. I would have had the surgery a lot longer, but the VA kind of drags their feet on a lot of shit. So
yeah, they're like, are you breathing?
Yeah, is it life, limb, or eyesight? Nah, you're good, dude. We'll fucking get to it at some point. Just hobble around for a while. You'll be all right.
That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, with any fucking insurance, though, same how I said I fucked up mine, huh? I hope you're extending my knee. They're like, yeah, it's about 6 weeks where you can get an MRI. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this is going to fucking heal wrong in 6 weeks. Yeah, should we?
I feel like my breath smells like weed.
Yeah, it's going to smell like weed again here soon. So we not chew gum into the microphone and piss everyone off. So you said you're in the military for a long time.
11 years.
11 years. What branch, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I was in the Army for 11 years.
Yeah, any particular reason you decided to join, or
dude, it was either that or I was gonna get fucking arrested.
Okay, that's a lot of people's fucking choices.
Yeah, no, I was doing the whole college thing for a little bit, and I was just getting fucking drunk every night and not doing my work, failing all my classes and shit. And it got to a point where I was like, all right, well, I'm making a lot of really shitty life decisions here. What does anybody do when they're making terrible life decisions? They make another really brash decision. So I fucking went into the recruiting office the next day, and they're like, yeah, you can go in the Army, you can do the infantry shit. Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. And it was kind of just all down here from there. I was in the DEP program from it, which is a delayed entry program. And so I enlisted in, I want to say June 2010-ish, and then I was at basic training at the end of August and down at Fort Benning. Well, it's not Fort Benning anymore, but Fort Benning, Georgia.
Cool, man. And you decided to have a career in the Army?
Well, I would have done the full 20, but I ended up rupturing 2 discs in my spine. I had to have disc replacement and everything like that, and that's a medically disqualifying condition because you're broken at that point. And so they're like, all right, well, hey, we know you did 11 years. Thanks for playing. Here's your discharge papers.
Damn.
They didn't even give me the surgery. I was like, what the fuck? I had to go through the whole process outside with the VA to do the surgery. Basically, yeah. Like, you know, hey, we know you have like permanent nerve damage now and like broken back and shit. So we're just gonna throw you out in the wild and see what you do.
Damn, that's figure it out, buddy. We got our use from you.
I mean, yeah, basically, yeah. You know, hey, we only just beat the living shit out of you for 11 years.
Yeah.
But you're gonna figure this out when you get out. You'll be all right. You'll land on your feet. So yeah, 11 years. I ended up getting medically retired. So
cool. I mean, I think, I don't know. Well, you know, you had mentioned you're stationed a couple places. Where, I didn't know. I had no idea you were any part of military or.
Yeah, I was in the Air Force for 6 years.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. I wanted to do the whole career thing, but like my commander was an ass and didn't like tattoos. So he's like, you have too many. Either you can start removing them or you have to get out. And I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out then. Like,
what the fuck?
I'm not removing my tattoos. Go fuck yourself, man.
You know, proud of you for standing your ground. That's fucked. That's so like, well, I'm gonna do my job any different because I fucking tattoos. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, just let people have their freedom, man.
That's it. They want some sort of a weird conservative image, you know, based on whatever their beliefs are, and it's just weird that you can't do what you want and still function in whatever fucking military.
Fucking CMI, man.
Yeah,
said it. That man went fucking off this past weekend.
Yeah, dude. I actually had that. I had that wrote down, fucking Black Christmas, in case shit went stale. I was like, let's talk about Black Christmas, because that was fucking.
No, we get out of that, dude. I had a great time at that. Like, I saw the first time Earth Mover did a reunion was back in like 2010. It was in like some fucking basement. With, Tyrant, fucking.
Yeah, that was at the shelter. Oh.
Was it? Yeah, it was at the shelter. I was at that show. Yeah, and when I was like, oh man, they're doing another reunion. I gotta fucking be there. There's no way I'm not gonna be there, but
yeah,
that was a good time.
Yeah, they were had already come by, like, before I got into hardcore. They already fucking broke up. Lenny was in, I don't know what branch. I think he was in the Army. I don't know.
I think so.
And it's cool to see them because they did another reunion in, like, fucking 2016, but I didn't.
Yeah, I wasn't
go.
Yeah,
it's Motor City Fest. Shout out Critter.
Yeah.
And,
dude, I've known Critter for a long fucking time.
Yeah, for whatever reason I left before that, but it was cool to see that and cool to like talk to those. I had fucking Lenny on my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, I listened to that one.
And last week, and then I did fucking like 2-3 years ago when I first started it, and it's just like cool like to hear his stories because like.
Dude, I could hear that dude talk all day. He's got some wild fucking stories.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Fuck, even off the mic, it got crazier, dude.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, and it's just cool because there's so many people like within the hardcore scene that they all have their own like personal story and how they ended up here, and or in a band. Like you guys got your own fucking stories too, and it's just cool for anybody who gives a fuck. Like they can sit and listen. I mean, for me, I take it. I'm pretty selfish with it. Like I'm like I can't wait to hear what fucking people have to say how they ended up.
Yeah,
in my fucking basement talking about this stupid shit.
I love hearing people's stories, man, because everybody's got a different one. And everything's just always different. So
yeah. How'd you get into hardcore? You know,
fuck. So I was a punk kid actually in high school. I had the charged hair, the painted jacket. Like I was a little punk rock kid, and I was going to it was the Casualties. They were playing at like some fucking venue in downtown Grand Rapids. I don't remember what it was, but then I met
Up the Punks.
I met my buddy Andy there, Andy Rowe. Shout out to him, even though he doesn't go to shows anymore. Fucker. And he was just like, hey, man, I don't know if you've heard of a venue called Skeletones, but they're going to have a band called Looking Forward in fucking 7 Star there. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but all right, I'll go check it out. And then the Skeletones upstairs used to be tiny as fuck, like the size of a living room. So when 7 Star got up there, I had never heard anything like that before. You know?
Oh, okay.
I was listening to like the Exploited, Cheap Sex, The Virus, like that old school punk rock shit. And 7 Star starts playing. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is stupid as fuck. Why are they like punching each other in the face? Like what is this 2-stepping shit? I don't fucking get it. But then after that, dude, I was hooked. And then a friend of mine showed me Hatebreed. Hatebreed. That was in Perseverance. Just came out around that time, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Like, this is awesome!" And then it was just kind of all downhill from there. Like, I kind of hung up the studded jacket and got the Pumas with the fucking camo shorts.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I was a New Balance guy myself, but
I had the 574s too.
What about you, Noah?
So where did I start? I mean, I discovered hardcore like through like. You have like your cable television, stuff like that.
Sure.
And like they'd have like this section where it's like, oh, just music videos and stuff. And I'm like looking through it and I see Terror, Overcome. And I'm like, dude, this video is fucking sick, man. This song's sick. I love this band. So I listen to hardcore here and there, but I don't really go to hardcore shows until like when I got to England. My roommate there was into hardcore too, which was amazing because I'm like, dude, we just like became best friends right away. One morning I wake up, he's just listening to Throwdown, and I'm like, who is this? Like, he's like, oh, I can show you all these fucking bands. So I think my first ever hardcore show was actually like a Your Demise show in Norwich, England, with like a Casey Strain was on it. Architects was playing that, like the metalcore band Architects.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, this is back in the day. I'm like, holy shit. D's Nuts was on it. Yeah,
there you go.
It was pretty dope. It was a sick show. That was probably my first ever hardcore show, and then like came back stateside, went to a few, and then moved back home after I got out of the military, and just going to like shows all the time. Got asked to play in a band called Fatal End for a minute. That got me even more into hardcore. So I started going to all the fests and stuff, and it's like, dude, just fell in love with it. It's like a way of life, you know. It's not. I mean, that's so cliche, but it is.
Yeah, dude. Anybody who listens will agree. You know, no one on the outside will be like, "What are you talking about?" It's the way it is. And so did you guys know each other like growing up, or even from the same area, or like
from the same area? Yeah. I would come home on leave, and he would be at one of the gyms that I would go to when I was home on leave and shit, and that's kind of how we met. And then I would leave for a little while, come back, leave for a little while, come back, and then I was moving home, and it just kind of clicked. And
somebody's wearing a fucking like a hardcore shirt. Is that how you guys recognize?
Probably. I don't even know.
We're both in the gym, and we're both like, I don't know. Like, we just started talking about hardcore. Probably, like, wearing, like, a Kublai hoodie or some shit, man.
No, it's one of those things like, you lift weights, I lift weights.
Well, we'd always go in the back.
You're tattooed, I'm tattooed. Are we best friends? Yes. Like,
some caveman shit.
Some super caveman shit, yeah.
No, this gym we went to played a lot of, like, you know, the dad rock, new metal shit. And it's, like, when, like, it was different time where we go back there, you know, changed over to fucking, like, Kublai Khan, Knock Loose, some Terror, some shit like that, you know, and that would actually stir up some shit with people there. Like, they didn't like that. Yeah.
I think I played Nasty once in there, and I upset a few people. But,
fucking, they're like, yeah, it screams too much. Don't like this shit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. At the CMI show, you guys were there in Indiana, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, there's a bar like maybe like 5 or 10 minutes down the street. We stopped and got some food there before we left. So before we went to the show, and there's like fucking 3 people in there, but they had like good food. They had like one of those jukebox where you can play from your phone. My stupid brother-in-law plays fucking Blood for Blood. He's like, fucking yo pussy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking the wound from a shotgun blast. And there's nobody in there. Like 5 old people, maybe like a small family, and they're just like, nope, just turn it off. Like, there's a couple songs before that, some like heavier shit, but then he always played every time. Dude, every time we go somewhere, they got those stupid fucking jukeboxes.
I'd be losing my shit if I heard Blood for Blood in like a fucking dive bar somewhere. Like, you know what? I'm not a big drinker, but if I hear Blood for Blood coming on in a bar, I'll probably start drinking.
Oh yeah, It's like, they're like, if you don't like it, you can suck my dick. It's like 50 times over and over again. It's like
just repeatedly, and it's like
so embarrassing.
Yep, you're right.
And it's just funny because that's a way to really offend regular people. Blood for Blood.
Yeah, you want to offend some normies here real quick. Play some Blood for Blood.
Fucking A. And anybody, I don't know how they would recognize you, but like you two guys, you're from fucking Grand Rapids, and the way I describe you, Noah. If anybody looks at any tied down footage, like you're just the guy on the stage kicking people in the fucking head or swinging them fucking gigantic gorilla paws and fucking just wrecking people. And Tommy Hilfiger,
dude.
Tommy Hilfiger guy.
I don't even know why I did that. Like I'm just like,
hey, it worked.
I like the clothes, man. I fucking like. I literally just purchased the tap out shirt. I'm like, I'll bring that shit back, man.
Just before we started.
Yeah. The other day I was looking up Fat Farms. I'm like, I want to bring those shoes back, man.
God damn. Like, you're gonna start wearing like FUBU pants and shit.
Yeah, I don't.
Dude,
I can't do the FUBU thing. That dude already took the FUBU thing a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, the FUBU flyer.
Yeah, I can't do the FUBU thing, man.
I don't know, man. He only has that one fucking shitty ass jersey. You bring it back fresh, it might work. You wear the Korn shirts and Limp Bizkit shirts, but nobody else does.
I just love fashion and shit, man. You got to bring the style. Yeah.
Well,
I said, I'm not a good bass player. I'm there for show, man. For real.
I'm just up here to look good.
Yeah.
Cool, man. What are we talking about? A bunch bunch of shit. Let me see. You guys lift weights? Lifted weights a long time.
Try to, yeah. Since I was 18, I'm 35, so yeah, it's been a minute.
Fuck.
I don't even know. Like, I don't even know.
You always
It's
lifted
just,
weights.
yeah, it's a habit, man. Like, you get in that, like, you know, well, I don't even know what the word. I'm trying to think, like, routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it's natural. If I don't do it, I feel weird.
Right.
Well, so I'm a really structured person. Like, even before the military, I definitely, and this is probably why I was so fucked up before the military, because I didn't have that structure in my life. Because my dad really wasn't in the picture. Like, you know, the whole cliche story. Like, oh, my dad wasn't in the picture.
Right.
My mom worked 2 jobs. Like, you know, all that dumb shit. But, you know, I never had structure, and so like, if you don't have structure, this shit ain't gonna go anywhere. Like, it's never gonna work. And so just having that structure in my life was just like, oh fuck, like this is great. Like, could you imagine if I applied this anywhere else in my life? Like, man, I would probably not be completely a piece of shit, but still a little bit of a piece of shit, but at least like I look good as a piece of shit. Like,
yeah. No, man. Like, it's crazy though. Like, what's so long as I've ever gone without like lifting weights? Like, do you ever feel like, not today, maybe tomorrow, or is it just like I have to fucking do
I
this?
don't like. There's only been maybe a handful of times that I can count where I would have done something like that.
Yeah.
Very, very rarely. Like, I better be fucking dying before I'm gonna miss a day.
Yeah.
Like, I have days where I don't go for sure. Like, but they're scheduled. Like, it's planned. It's all on a fucking plan. And so that makes sense to my head. But like, if you throw a wrench in that shit, man, I'm gonna be real fucking angry.
That's part of the day, no matter what.
Yeah. No, it's not a good thing. So,
Dude, so this guy has a torn ACL, and he still trains legs as hard as me. Like, the other day, I'm like squatting. He moves up to 5 plates. He's like, I'm like, I'm gonna have to wrap up for it. He's like, dude, I have a torn ACL and I'm not using wraps. You don't need fucking wraps. I'm like, God damn it, man.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
but solid trend.
And what are you gonna do when you gotta have surgery?
What am I gonna do? Fuck, I don't know.
He'll fucking be in the gym. That's where he's gonna be.
So
after
I had spine surgery, I was still in the gym a week later. I was just on the bike,
Just doing cardio.
Okay.
That's-
You're staying fit anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like me. I broke my thumb years ago, and at the time I'm like, fuck, I can't train now. So I just literally sat at home watching like rom-coms, eating ice cream and Oreos in my bed for like a
Sounds
week and a half.
depressing as
And my
fuck.
my roommate at the time goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, I can't train, man. He's like, you still have legs. You can fucking train your legs. Let's go. I'm like, God damn it, dude. You're right.
I just sat there being lazy.
Just a broken thumb.
Yeah, hey man, that's cool. You guys are able to just staple that into your fucking structure, and it doesn't go anywhere, man. That takes. Some people, it's fucking hard. Like me, dude. Like I can go like 3-4 months at a time lifting, but I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, I'm okay.
I mean, it's just creating habits. I mean, once you create the habits, it's really not. I don't ever think about it. Like, that's the thing. Like, people probably think, you put a shit ton of effort into this. I'm like, yeah, you do to an extent, but once it's so ingrained just in everything that you do from your day to day, it's really not that fucking hard. You just have to do it. Like, it's really not hard.
It's literally just a decision.
Yeah, no, really. I've made a decision. This is what I'm doing. Like, I'm very black and white. Like, it's one way or the other with me. And so, like, once I make a decision to do something, I'm gonna fucking do it. Like, I don't care what it is. I will do it. And I will do it to standard. Like, it will be the way that it's supposed to be. So
This whole band came off of that fucking mentality. He's like, we're gonna make a band. I'm like, okay. I didn't believe him. And then all of a sudden he's like, I found us a guitar player. I'm like, all right, I guess we're doing this, man.
Dude, no.
Tomorrow.
If I tell you I'm gonna fucking do something, you had better believe it's gonna happen. Like, timelines might be a little off sometimes, just because like some things are just out of your control and you have to accept that. But no, fuck no. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'll fucking do it.
Cool, man. Yeah, I mean, some people talk fucking big shit all the time, and then nothing ever comes of it, or they're like, oh, I'm gonna do this or I'll do that. I'm like, when are you gonna do that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, okay, buddy, you'll do it. Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
Yeah, then you gotta prove them wrong.
Zero fucking follow through. Like, that's a massive pet peeve of mine. But
hey, man.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Some people suck.
Most people suck.
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable saying that.
Yeah, you're right. Like, most of the people from day to day are It's a nightmare to deal with. Anywhere in public, I just want to smash all of you fucking regular
That's
people.
why I love Detroit. I love coming here. You just see the dude smoking a joint inside the convenience store.
Just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That was funny.
It's fucking crazy. I mean, like, Grand Rapids is fucking pretty crazy. Last time I went there, it was Sweatfest in 2021, I think, when MH Chaos played.
Yeah.
Were you even around? Or
I wasn't.
No?
I was still in Colorado at Fort Carson at the
I
time.
didn't go that year.
Okay, yeah. I mean, and that fucking Antidote from New York played.
Mm.
It was cool. It's in Skeletons. I've never been there before, so it was like
Skeletons are great. Murph's an awesome dude. I love Murph so much.
Yeah,
he's
It was
kind of
cool-
like that dude.
It was a cool place, but it was like fucking December or whatever, I think, early December. But like, I just
Usually
really
it is.
I'm like going like parking on like a fucking hill, like so crazy. And then just like getting up like on that main street where Skeletons is. Somebody told me it's not like that anymore, but there's just like fucking homeless people everywhere. Dude.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
They have like the soup kitchen like right across the street there.
Okay,
So
yeah.
they usually just hang out there all day.
There's also like a shelter that's across the street, like on the corner of that intersection there. If you go across the street, it's the soup kitchen's on the bottom of it, and then like the shelter's above it.
Mhm.
So I mean, yeah, you just get a lot of.
Okay, yeah. There's like people sleeping by like those like outdoor vents and shit. There's like I swear there's
Yeah.
a pile of people sleeping. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Well, that corner there, that's like that parking lot. If you were to go down that brick road and take a right into the parking lot where the back of the venue is,
Yeah.
that little bench area that they put in, that's relatively new within the last couple of years. And when they put that in, it just fucking attracted everybody. And just it's. I mean, it is what it is. Like they don't really fuck with me a whole lot.
Yeah, no, it didn't feel like oh something bad's gonna happen. It just
Yeah.
seems like there's a lot of homeless.
Yeah,
people.
yeah, they all hang
Yeah.
out right there for some reason.
And it made sense. You said the fucking soup kitchen and
yeah.
whatever shelter, but there's like a dope man on the corner, just a line of people. I was like, what the fuck?
Well,
is going-
that particular area used to be real shitty. Like there was shootings over there all the time, and like it's just not a good area to be around, especially as a young kid going to punk shows, right? Like fuck no, I should not have been in that area, but
Yeah.
there I was.
exactly.
And they started cleaning it up over the last couple of years, though, so it's not too bad around now.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing different than like. It's
Murph-
like downtown Detroit.
Yeah, Murph, the owner of Skeletons, is a fantastic human being. Like he will bend over backwards for you if it means getting like the bands that you want there and so on and so forth. And shout out to Murph. Like he's just a really stand up dude.
Yeah, that venue has been like back in like they were closed at one point or no?
Yeah, they closed up for a little bit. I wasn't home for it. I know it was like because of the whole COVID shit for a little while and blah blah blah. And it closed a little bit before that too. But I know that he had talked about bringing it back around COVID at some time, but because of all that shit, it just didn't work. And then, I don't know the whole story of it. Like I said, I was still in the military at the time, but he brought it back recently, and it's like it never left.
Yeah, it was a fun, tight little spot. Yeah.
There's been some
100 or
crazy
150
fucking
people in
shows
there,
down
like,
there
yo, shit
too.
can get popping.
Yeah,
Back
I mean,
in the day, there was some big bands that came through that shit.
100 Demons came through there. With
Was it always the same place?
Yeah, it's always been in that
it did
basement.
change for a year, like because it was mixtape, and then it moved over to the other side of Grand Rapids, and I don't know what happened there. All of a sudden, they did like a year there, and then it was gone.
Yeah, the basement there though it used to be upstairs. It used to be a coffee shop / like venue type deal that was upstairs, and then it got popular. He ended up moving the venue downstairs, and then after that, it's kind of like bounced around a little bit. But like that's the original location.
Cool. Yeah, there's a record store right down the street.
Yeah,
It's not right
Vertigo
next
is like literally 2 buildings down from it.
Yeah, man, it was a fun place. It was like a hot little area, but then when sun went down, I was like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm going to stab somebody.
Yeah. No, for real though. I almost have. Like,
I believe it. Any other cool venues in the area? Like, I know it's like if someone can't get a show in fucking Detroit, but they'll go to fucking Grand Rapids or fucking Toledo. Any certain venues, any like touring bands if they can't make it to one of those cities? Any
Pyramid Scheme.
Pyramid Scheme. I
love Pyramid Scheme. It's one of my favorite venues to set up for it because it has like that elevated area that's guarded off from like the moshers and stuff, So
okay.
you can invite parents there and stuff like that, like no barricade. Cap's probably like 300 maybe
a little more. Who's asking?
I don't know.
I mean,
Fire marshal's asking.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's my point. Yeah, like who's
Other
asking?
than that, like, I don't mind it, but like the 5-Star Theater is pretty dope. That like Luke at Free Space has been throwing shows at. There was a D Block show there last May.
I seen a video of that.
Like 200 kids there, and just went fucking off, man. That was dope.
That was a good show.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of space, but everybody's going crazy.
Mhm.
Everybody,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Trash cans were getting thrown. Like the shit I love at shows. Like that was good. I don't particularly like that venue a ton just because it slants down a lot, and like what stays in motion or what is in motion will stay in motion. So if I'm like running down that little thing, man, I ain't stopping. So it's not good. But I mean, it's a great place. It's cheap too. So I mean, more money in the band's pockets.
Cool, man. I mean, yeah, if you can find like a cheap rental spot for some fucking bands that aren't big, coming through, it's easier for them. Maybe make some fucking gas money and keep moving.
Yeah.
We're trying to. I'm gonna try to put something together at the skate park this year out there, and see if we can get a show out there for that.
That'd be fun. Well, I know because that was the last year of fucking Sweatfest, so you guys will need something, to keep the West Michigan,
We're working on a couple of things right now. Like we're pretty close to the D Block dudes, so they're gonna be coming out there again here pretty soon. And then I've been talking to Matt from Days Lost quite a bit.
I love that fucking band.
Oh yeah, Matt's an awesome dude. They're gonna come up to Grand Rapids here pretty soon. I think we're gonna do something like summertime frame where we're just gonna have this like big fucking cookout in the back, and maybe at the skate park or maybe at Skeletons. I don't know. I haven't really figured it out just yet, but we're gonna try and do something big here this summer.
Good. I mean, the more the better. It seems like now is the time. Fucking strike while the iron's hot, man. For Detroit and from Grand Rapids, and hardcore in general, it just seems to be still thriving.
Yeah, I've never really seen it like this before. Like shows are selling out left and right. Like you've got more than enough fucking fest to go through to see whatever fest band you want. Because I feel like the same bands play every fucking fest.
Oh,
But I've never seen it like this before. I've been going to shows for like 20 something years, and it's just, man, the way that hardcore's popping off right now is just fucking insane.
Yeah, you're right, and it's still kind of underground, but it seems like there's a lot more like I don't know, investment. I don't know.
Well, there's more effort. I feel like there's a lot
That's
there's a lot more effort going into a lot of these fests, a lot of these shows. Like Black Christmas, for example, like that was fucking awesome. Like, I mean, I was a little annoyed that there was no reentry because like I'm a big boy, I gotta eat.
Yeah,
and I had all my food.
Pizza or die. Yeah,
yeah. Either you don't want me eating pizza, man. You don't want to be around me for that.
Squirting all over the floor.
Oh yeah, it would not have ended well whatsoever. But yeah, it just feels like a lot more effort's going into a lot of these shows. Like, bands like Earth Mover coming back. It's just good. Everything's really good right now, and I don't want it to stop. Like I just want it to keep going.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's all on what you put into it, and what everybody fucking puts in that can dictate how things go in the future. And just hopefully, there's a lot of young kids and
kids.
And you've seen them come and go. They come and go. So I'm sure it's not going to be as cool it is right now for some people.
Yeah,
like
you've always got those people that'll fizzle out at some point, or whatever. But I mean, a lot of I can only speak for Grand Rapids, and I know a lot of the Detroit dudes as well. But like Grand Rapids kids, like you got like the kids in Concuss that are coming up. They're good kids. Like I'm really interested to see what happens like that, especially the next year. Even like it's just gonna be crazy.
Yeah, fuck it, man. As long as some people, I'm taking my 16-year-old son to the show tonight.
Yeah. I remember you saying that.
So he's been to a few shows. He's seen one of D Block's first show. I booked a show with Shattered Realm, D Block.
Oh yeah.
And fucking Sector played at the Sanctuary 2 years ago now, I think. And he came to that. He went and seen Tsunami and MH Chaos when they played at Edgemont.
Oh shit! Yeah.
He's like, holy fuck! Did you guys go to that show or no?
No,
I tried. I had just moved back from it.
Okay.
I literally moved back from Colorado like a few days or like a week before that, and it had already been sold out.
Yeah, it's like a weeknight and shit too. So it's probably hard to come 2 hours this way to drive 2 hours back.
I mean, I'm only going to speak for Noah and I. We're usually pretty good about if there's a show on a weekday, we will still be here. Like we'll fucking figure it out. Like I don't like not that it's like a FOMO thing or anything like that, but I love seeing my friends. And I'll fucking make the week. I'll be tired. I don't care. I've been tired before. I'm no stranger to being tired. So
dude, that Pain of Truth week, that was
that was bad.
I was tired.
That was rough.
Yeah, because that show didn't end until maybe 10:45, 11 o'clock.
Well, and like the fucked up thing about that night too was we played the show, right? Pain and Truth played. Everybody fucking went off. We all had a good time. I had to be to work at like 2, 3 in the morning, and we didn't leave till like 11. So I literally dropped him off, changed into my fucking because we were testing the hospital at the time, and like how we were talking before, I test fire alarms. And so the hospitals don't like us doing it during the day. They want us to be there at night when nothing's really going on. So like, oh yeah, you can come back at like 2, 3 in the morning to test this shit. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be in fucking Detroit till 10 o'clock. Like, all right, bust out the Red Bulls and Reigns.
Oh
and,
my god, man!
like, oh yeah, and I worked a whole night after that too.
That's
so.
horrific. See, I'm a truck driver. I start at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
with me, like, I don't give a fuck who's playing. Like, I need my sleep. I can't have any delayed reactions on the road.
Oh yeah.
You know, if I'm tired or somebody slams on their brakes, like if you don't get enough sleep, like you're a little slow. And for me to be like it's a 1/10 of a second slow, that'll stop me from fucking smashing a family. You know.
Yeah,
so
you
like
want that.
sleep, I gotta take the day off or start late, or I'm just not going to the show.
Yeah.
I just can't afford that sleep. You know, like I'll fucking hurt
The
somebody,
the
dude.
older I get, the more I definitely feel like I need more sleep. Like, man, I'm only 35. I shouldn't be this broken, but damn.
Let's smoke this.
Let's do it.
Let's see you later.
No, you're definitely the one that has to drive. I fall asleep right away.
Oh, I like little.
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
You just I just
Yeah, 10 minutes in the trip, I'm fucking passed out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll be driving during tour.
Because of a tour coming up, can you talk about it?
Nothing in the works yet, but we
There's
want
been
to.
some stuff talked
Want to do
about.
some weekend runs or something.
I know. I know we've got a couple of weekend runs that are being talked about, but nothing's like set in stone just yet. We want to hit up the East Coast pretty bad.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, it's a
New
place to
York.
go.
I've talked to Mike a few times over there, and he said that he can hook us up in New York with something, but really just kind of depends on timing. We all work so much. Like summer's the time where I make my money, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be somewhat difficult for me. But
Yeah. Hey, dude, I mean,
we'll make it work.
your guys' fucking shit hits hard. What are you guys gonna do with the fucking 3 songs? You guys got any new ones you're gonna play? You're gonna do?
We're actually writing an EP right now.
Mhm.
Yep, we're gonna play one of the new ones tonight. We haven't played it yet. Not that we've played a bunch of fucking shows where people would notice, but like, no, we started writing it about a couple weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, it was before we went to Cancun.
Yeah. It was before we took our wives to Cancun. The one that we started writing is just fucking. There's no way we're not playing it. Like, it's fucking heavy as shit. It's stupid heavy. And
It's
so-
different though. It's unique. I love it.
Good. Hey, you don't know till you guys get going. You know how you're gonna end up sounding. As far as I know, I've never been in a band, but it seems like it's. Sometimes don't find it the first try. You know?
I get kind of annoyed with a lot of modern bands because they all sound very similar. Like modern quote unquote beatdown drives me fucking nuts sometimes because it's all the same. Like everything, it's all the same chords. It's all the same. Everything just sounds the same. You don't got bands like Cast Aside anymore, or like fucking, Terror, like shit like that where it's fast, it's heavy. It was different for that time. Everything just sounds the same to me now for some reason. It fucking drives me nuts, but.
I can see what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. It seems a lot of the bands you can, but sometimes it's even because the same members are in fucking 5 different bands.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
never know who's in who anymore.
Yeah, so it's like, this sounds like fucking Tsunami. I'm like,
Dude,
oh yeah,
the
that guy's a
hard-
fucking bassist and he's in this and that and yeah.
It's literally like Tsunami minus 1 member, and they just called it something different. Like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that band, but
It's like literally you go to LDB and it's like, oh, there's Isaac. Oh, there's Isaac.
yeah,
There's Isaac.
because he's only in like half.
Oh, he
the
drums
fucking
in
band.
this band. What the fuck? Like,
Oh, yeah,
when
he's
the
not-
fuck
He's
do
not
they?
playing guitar this time. Like,
He's
okay.
gotta be on a vocal at some point. Like, he needs a band where he is the vocalist.
Yeah, you're right. He's just let's go.
Yeah,
I
right.
actually dude, I dig his
Like-
vocals a little more than Brian's.
I agree. A little lower, more
Yeah.
growly rather than like a dying cat.
It's so funny because like everyone calls him the scary dude all the time. It's like,
Nah, he ain't that scary.
I'm pretty
Well-
sure he's like probably one of the nicest dudes ever. I've never met him, but I'm sure he is.
It seems cool. I never met him either, but I just remember hearing them. Well, I seen them like once. They played at St. Andrews with
I was there.
Rotting Out
Mhm.
and that.
That was terrible because it's a barricaded show.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's like I was gonna barricade. I was gonna boycott St. Andrews after that show because I was like, hopefully
Dude,
they'll take the barricade down for like
I
Rotting Out.
fucking
They
hate
did
barricaded
not.
shows more than
Fuck.
anything.
Yeah.
Like, if you're seeing a big metal band, all right, whatever, fuck that shit. But like, if it's a hardcore show, take the fucking barricade out.
That's like
just don't,
Yeah.
you've got what show's coming up there? Oh, the Kubla Khan show. It's like Kubla Khan, Tsunami, Momentum,
Yeah.
and Judiciary. It's like, how can that be a barricaded show? Like
It's
that
gonna
needs
be.
to be unbarricaded.
It will be. Yeah, that's why I should have been in the fucking Magic Stick, but they can fit. 400 more people in St. Andrews than they can at fucking
Well, fuck,
Manchester.
even if it's at the Majestic, I think it would sold out.
Yeah, it would have sold out for sure. Yeah, barricades at
Well, because
shows
it did
piss
sell
me
out. It's already sold out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because somebody was telling me in line at fucking Black Christmas, they're like, you can get your resale tickets for $109.
Oh,
Get
fuck
fucked.
that.
I was like, for a $20 show? Fuck
Get
you.
I
fucked.
don't,
I'm
is
not
that how
paying.
much it was? Like,
I don't know. We didn't buy tickets.
I don't know how much it was, off of whatever website at the beginning, but
Well, so Noah actually knows Matt from Cool Way Con, and so we were trying to play it, and they're like, yeah, I guess you can submit a packet through Live Nation, and I was like, really? Like, you can't just like throw us on there? 'Cause
Yeah,
I would
man.
love to play that. Like, we will
I
play
would
it.
fucking love to open that show, man.
But yeah, I had to submit like a whole thing through Live Nation, and they're like, "Oh, well, we'll review your band, and if you,"
Christ.
I'm like, "Shut
Send a
up."
demo.
Yeah, well, no, and they did. They're like, "Will you copy a link of your demo or EP or whatever onto it?" And I'm like, "This is fucking stupid. Like, why am I doing this?" But I ended up doing it because like that was the way we had to do
Sometimes
it.
you
Sure,
don't
would have been a
wanna
fun
do.
show. Well, yeah, same. I had Scott Vogel from fucking Terror. Like, he did my podcast.
Yeah. I listened to most of that one. I still haven't finished that one.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'll just say, like, he's not gonna fucking listen. It was like one of the worst, most underwhelming things I've ever done in my life. It was so just a nightmare trying to like sure I can talk to him on Instagram. He was like, "Yeah, I'll do it, but you got to go to my agent." And I forgot who his agent is. It was the singer Backtrack. I everybody know. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just can't. I
he's
can
like
put
a
a face to it. I just can't put a name to
It was
it.
like an Italian last name. Everybody calls him by his last name. I don't know his name. So I sent that dude an email. He just never got back to me. I was like, cool. So I went back to Scott. I was like, your agent never got back to me. He's like, all right, well, he's like, he sent him another email. Or no, he sent him a fucking message, and he just never got back to me. Then I went back to Scott again like a month later. I was like, I still never heard from him. And he's like, all right, well, I'll just do it anyway.
Fuck it, yeah.
What if I waste my time if I'm going through this asshole? But it just happened to work out because it was their first day of tour when they were promoting Pain into Power.
Yeah.
So reason why it was underwhelming is because he had just got to his hotel room in like Denver. That's where they were starting their tour.
Yep, I was at that show actually. in
Oh,
Denver.
okay.
Dude, that show went off.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking cool.
The thing was, because I do like a Zoom meeting, like sort of like face to face. He's like, "Is it cool if I just don't do the video part?" So he's like, "I'm just like in my underwear in my hotel room." I was like, you have a little bit of respect, dude, and just look at me through a fucking screen for 45 minutes.
Well, that surprises me.
Yeah, dude.
that
It
generally-
sucked.
that
I was
gen-
like, this is fucking bullshit. And it's like, I was annoyed. I was like, fuck Scott Vogel for now. Because I love Terror. Always have, always will. And I thought about it. I was like, could have been like the stress of my first day on tour.
Sure,
but at
that
least if
could've
I
been.
say, hey, maybe after, or let me get settled. Like, but I was just like, he seems so disinterested.
Oh, that's kind
Stung a little, Scott.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people are hitting up for interviews? Probably, you know. You got to be like pretty grateful that he allowed you to do it, though.
Sure, yeah. I was. That's why I said I was like underwhelmed because I was really looking forward to it because I've always loved Terror.
Terror is one of those bands that just like I fucking love that band more than anything. There's very few bands like
Me too.
I'm broke as fuck. Like I said, broken neck, torn ACL. Like I am broke as fuck from the military. Terror will bring out the worst or best in me, depending on how you want to look at it. Like I will destroy somebody for Terror. Like I love that band more than anything.
Okay, so we went to LDB. You had your surgery like a month before that on your neck.
Month and a half, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe 2 months.
We get up there and we're doing what song is it again? I can't remember.
Overcome.
No, it wasn't Overcome.
Wasn't it
It
Overcome?
says, when you guys were on the stage,
Yeah. I can't remember
I
what
think I
song it is
scared
right
the
now.
shit out of Scott that day.
So we're
Did you spit
doing
my rage?
We fucking snatch up the mics and shit. He stage dives off after having fucking neck surgery a month and a half.
Which nobody caught me because, I mean, I wouldn't catch my big ass either. I was fine. And I landed right on my neck. And I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to be paralyzed, this is going to be it. So, sure enough,
Yeah, but I still love Terror. I'm just saying that was a disappointing interview because I was like, I was looking so forward to it. Then
Maybe
I was
you'll
like
get
kind of
part
let
two
down
someday.
by his lack of
I think with this,
enthusiasm. I guess I don't know.
I
Just me
think what
personally
this
felt-
means is Scott needs to come back on.
yeah, Scott.
Yeah.
Fucker. no, but like I was like, this sucks a little, but
Yeah.
I said, fucking, I can't retract what I said, so I said it.
Fuck it.
Shout out to Terror.
You should get Matt to do this probably from KubaCon.
He would. I promise.
Like
you.
when
He
he's
probably
here in
would. Oh,
Detroit.
Yeah,
he
I promise
would.
you he fucking
He
would.
probably would.
He would. Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool as
He
fuck.
loves that shit.
So Kubla Khan, I like them, but they haven't been one. Are you good?
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna hate on them, but I've always said I was like, they're too big for me. I just talk shit about them.
I still do that, and I still listen to them pretty frequently.
And so my wife loves them, one of her favorite bands. I just give her shit. I'm like, the band fucking sucks. But
I get it why people don't like them and stuff like that, but like that is like my fucking go-to in the gym. If I'm having like a day where I'm like, I don't know what to listen to, fucking Kubla Khan. PR, Kubla Khan.
That's mad ball for me, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was kind of the thing, though. Like, I used to like them, but so like they've got too big. They're too big. Fuck them. I'm just an idiot like that. It's have my own fucking personal beliefs.
I've done that shit with bands though too. Like when I found out that Hatebreed played that barricaded show here, or what was it here? Where was it? There wasn't supposed to be a barricade.
Oh, the Pontiac show.
And it was because Hatebreed requested the barricade.
Yeah.
And I was like, you pussies. Like, come on, dude. Like, no. You could have had that barricade out of there.
Yeah, that was with Jesus Peace.
Yeah, it was that. Well, because we went to that tour the next day in Grand Rapids, and it was just super shitty.
Oh, yeah. That was fucking...
That was bad.
Push Mosh Fest.
Well, we
kind of like took over the show. It's like, dude, you're gonna get your ass beat.
Ruin some drunk.
Oh no, some people were trying to attack us.
We did
like,
too.
Yeah,
we did too. That was fun.
Good, fuck them. Yeah, that's how it was. Somebody posted a video because at the one in Pontiac or whatever, there's like a balcony area where you can stand up, and somebody was recording from up there. It said late into the Hatebreed set. It was just like. And 3 drunk people just like fucking walking around like zombies, like pushing each other. And
I was there for that one too.
So
and it's
disgusting.
Like, yeah, they were just trying to fucking fight people. Like they were trying to fight the hardcore kids. And I went up to one of the dudes and I'm like, "You fucking swing on one of these guys, I swear to God, I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you."
Yeah.
And he just like he laughed at me. I'm like, "Fucking try, dude." The whole night he didn't do shit, but he kept on like looking at me. I'm like, "I'm waiting for you to actually do shit, and then I'm gonna fuck you up."
Yeah. Yeah,
it was like that dude at fucking Black Christmas that started that shit with that fucking dude from Florida.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had enough of him.
Little Josh Call.
Yeah. I saw all that shit going on, and they were trying to throw Noah out. So I go up to the security dudes. I'm like, if you're throwing Noah out, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of both of you. And sure enough, they were like, no, let's go outside. Like your buddy's out here, and I'm like, why is he being thrown out? I'm like, well, he started that fight. I'm like, bullshit. That fucking dude's been starting this fight.
Yeah.
Like, I
Dude,
was like,
that shit pissed me off. I seen the whole thing from across the room.
Yeah.
I think you were like behind me, actually, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Yeah, because you were standing like a little bit in front of me on the stage.
Yeah, I saw all that shit.
I was just watching it from the side, and I'm like, this dude, like,
we pushed that fucking kid from behind hard as fuck.
Oh yeah, he had a running head start, and I'm like, all right, I had a fucking enough, dude. I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Well, he's throwing his beer at him too and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're not doing this. And so sure enough, they get Noah outside, and I go out there, and I'm like, I will fucking feed this dude his teeth right in front of you. And then the owner comes out, he's like, no, we're not doing that. I'm like, okay, well,
that was cool. She let me back in. I'm like, she knew who was like fucking like starting that shit, man.
Yeah, like unless I just seen him get pushed from behind, and then he kind of just fucking laughed it off. He started doing his little dance, Josh Collins, like making fun of him and shit.
Yeah,
and then it started up. I don't know how that guy ended up front.
Well, so he was trying to get away from him, is what it was. Like the dude kept coming up, like giving him the finger in his face and shit like that.
Jesus Christ!
Like just egging the whole fucking thing on. So so he was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go up here. Like you go do your thing, I'll go do mine. And that's when this dude was like fucking irate that he wouldn't entertain the idea of a fight with him. And so that's when he like threw in his beer at him and shit, came running at him, and I was like, no, we're not doing that.
yeah. Then his boy, the other guy, got kicked out. Robbie, he was the drummer of Let It Die. He was.
Oh, I didn't see him there. Yeah. Fuck, Let It Die, man.
He was like stomping around in a flannel like the whole time during Earth.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, now I remember.
He's a grown-up dad now. He looks a little different. Yeah.
Yeah. God, I haven't seen Let It Die since like fucking 2008, 2007.
Fucking band. I wish they would do another fucking reunion.
I had to miss their last reunion because, like I said, I wasn't home, and then the Alliance did a reunion not too long ago, did they?
Yeah, that was on the same show they did October of 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe 21, yeah.
See, that's a band that needs to fucking do a reunion. If the Alliance were to ever do another reunion, I would lose my shit. I fucking loved that band.
I really liked the Alliance too. Before I stopped using the intro, the song "Here to Stay" was like my intro to the podcast.
Yeah, that song goes so fucking hard, dude. I love that band.
Yeah, that band.
Man, their shows used to be fucking wild too.
When Hit 'Em Up came out, that album.
Yep.
Dude, remember they did. I don't think it was a free show, but if you paid, you got a free fucking CD at the Modern Exchange.
Yep.
You ever been there?
I know. I'm pretty sure I was at that fucking show actually because I remember that.
Dude, it was so cool. And that band used to fucking bang, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was always good. And Joe moved away and he moved back. He started Illmatic now.
Yeah. No, Joe, you need to bring back the Alliance. Like,
yeah.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, dude. The Alliance was fun, man. He did a lot for the scene then. And, you know, so in respect for that time. And
they need to bring that shit back.
Fuck, man, whatever. Whatever hardcore or Grand Rapids bands, you got fucking Bitter Truth, got you guys, Concuss. What else? Isn't that Sissy Boys or something from out that way? I don't know those guys. I just know they're from that way.
We played a show with them. I don't even know really much about them. It's not my style of music, but the kids out there dig it.
I just know some people have referred them to me. I never even listened to them. I don't know, to be honest.
Grand Rapids is
Sorry, guys.
Grand Rapids is kind of fucking weird. Like, you've got like half the group that is like into the fucking violent hardcore shit, and then you got the other half that's into like the more DIY punk hardcore shit. And that's not really my thing.
Okay, yeah. No,
I think the Sissy Boys would probably fall under that more DIY thing. But I mean, I don't have any issues with them. I just don't like their band.
Hey man, you gotta sometimes gotta be honest.
It's just not my thing, but y'all do you. Like,
they're just you know, there's a weird it's like a line in the sand, but it's not really it's not that strong, but
I don't have beef with anybody really, but I just don't like your fucking band, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but you know, it is what it is.
We have opinions, like you can't fucking
don't cancel me.
We can't change your taste or like what you're into.
Fuck it. Yeah, people like what they like.
Let me shout out a few bands: Wept, Peace Offering,
Peace Offering is playing tonight too.
Who else am I missing, man?
I don't know. Grand Rapids is, like I said, it's weird. Like some bands will be. I think Bitter Truth is probably like one of the bands that's been around the longest right now in Grand Rapids. You had Detained there for a while, but then they just kind of fell off and just started doing their own thing. But yeah, Grand Rapids really hasn't had any good bands, I guess, in a while. other than us, obviously.
Yeah, the best to ever come out of Grand Rapids.
Hey, I mean, I can be pretty cocky sometimes, but I think we're okay.
Okay, let me ask you a fucking question. I may be ignorant, or I might sound like a fucking idiot, because I don't know what your guys' like intro came from. That sample is like, I'm God your eyes out, kick you in your knees, whatever the fuck.
So that
I don't know. I'm sorry.
So that is
from our Lord and Savior Dan Campbell.
Yeah, the Lions head coach.
That
was like his
okay.
His first
there's a
speech.
reason I'm wearing this Lions jersey tonight.
So that was like his first speech when he became head coach, and I was just like. The whole kneecap thing is fucking hilarious. It's like, all right.
It's just like the most outrageous fucking thing.
If you're a Detroit Lions fan, you understood that.
Okay,
I'm
not a football guy, so I'm still like a dickhead, and I'll be okay asking it.
And so we were just listening to it. We're like, dude, that needs to be on the fucking demo. That shit just goes hard. I don't care what anybody says. That's fucking awesome.
If our sample pad works today, we got something for Detroit too.
Hell yeah. You know, honestly, when I first heard it, I was like, I don't know where that is, but to me in my head, I was like, that's got to be some sort of like fucking like early '90s like fucking WWF thing or something.
You would think, but no, it was only like a couple years ago or whenever he started head coaching. I don't even know now. I probably should know, but
I think like 3 years ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I mean, they just like did okay last year. They started coming up like the end of
now they're doing fucking awesome this year. So
season, like I'm just like I was like Lions have always sucked, so I never paid attention. But when you're the diehards, you're always fucking behind them, always hoping for the best.
And I mean, like when we decided to do that, it was also kind of like a nod to Detroit a little bit because I don't really see myself coming up in Grand Rapids hardcore a ton just because there really wasn't a lot of it. I was always driving out to Detroit every fucking weekend for shows, like bands like Let It Die, fucking Tyrant. All the Alliance, like we just talked about, like seeing all those bands. So like I resonate more with like Detroit hardcore than Grand Rapids I ever will, just because, like I said, it just really wasn't there when I was coming up.
That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. What about you? So what's the age difference? Are you about the same age, or are you guys different?
I'm 35.
2 years.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
a couple years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And fucking. Dude,
I feel every bit of it. Like, what do they say? Like, for however many years you're in the military, like add that onto your age, and that's like how old you actually are. So really, I'm like
46.
I'm like 47. Or
yeah. I mean, fucking. Sure, all the strain you put on your body every day doesn't help.
Dude, I'll be walking around in a walker by the time I'm 50. Probably, it's fine. I don't even care.
You will be next week.
I will be next week. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Have you ever any serious injuries like lifting or anything? Like, you ever fucked yourself up really bad?
Not lifting actually. It's never been in the gym. It's always been like shit outside of the fucking gym.
Hardcore shows.
But yeah, well, yeah. I mean, my hands are pretty fucked up from that shit. But
extracurricular activities.
Yeah. No, if I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever been hurt in the gym once.
Cool. That's a good thing. Like,
knock on wood.
Yeah, fucking knock.
I mean, when you see this guy lifting fucking 200 pounds with one hand last week. You're fucking doing some sort of row. It looked like
I had to.
I was like 200.
Dude, I had these pounds, guys. I had these guys with me. It's like I'm not gonna fucking be a bitch. I gotta do it, man.
I was like, dude,
I bitched out on that. Like,
that's a lot.
I'm too broken. I'm too broken for that shit, man.
I need a piss break.
You want to piss? There's a bathroom right there.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, it's go behind you. It's literally right there. When I had when I had Dead Hang, they come on and did the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Which they're playing tonight too.
Yeah.
Their singer Bryant, he'd got all fucked up the night before. He's hungover as shit. And when in the middle of the podcast, he's like, I have to go throw up. I'll be back. And he was puking in my bathroom like during the fucking podcast.
Please tell me it was in the back. I haven't listened to that one yet. Please tell me you can hear it in the background of him just fucking hurling. Because that would be great.
I don't remember. Like, I don't really listen back. I make sure it sounds okay.
Yeah, sure.
No, but I heard him for sure. Just with the door closed, so I'm sure it was probably a little muffled, but it was fun. I'm sure those guys will be setting it off tonight. Their new shit.
Yeah, I listened to it the other day. It fucking goes hard.
Yeah, before I forget, fucking mention here.
Definitely shout out to Dead Hang. Like that shit is going. That's good. I was thoroughly impressed with that.
The Michigan promo is what they called it.
Didn't they steal the California fucking album artwork or whatever?
Yeah.
That was funny as fuck.
I didn't notice that until somebody else was like, hey, this kind of looks like this. Yeah. And I was like, actually, it's the exact.
First Blood back in the day used to go hard as fuck.
Yeah.
So like when I saw that little nod to them, I was like, damn, that's fucking awesome. I kind of wish we would have thought of that. Like that was legit.
Oh yeah. So the cool thing about that though is if you look through the little, it's like they're inside like an abandoned warehouse, and you look out, there's like water. So they edited in the Detroit skyline.
Oh shit, I didn't notice
in the background.
Oh, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Yeah, I want to see that. That's legit.
Yeah, dude. So they made it like their own little fucking twist on it, which I was like, that is badass.
That.
Yeah, I didn't notice that either until you said it.
Shit.
Yeah, and they always, from whatever shows they've had, they've probably done a handful, maybe 10 shows or less. They've always done I don't know what First Blood song. It's not coming to me right now, but they always do a First Blood cover because they never had like a full set, you know. So it's just.
Well, I mean, we did that at first. Like we saw that Hood show that we played. It was super last second. Murph hit me up and was just kind of like, "Hey, I heard you had a band now." And it's like, "Yeah, I do." He's like, "You want to play this Hood show?" And I was like, "I don't know if we're ready, but fuck, we'll play it." And so we just threw in. Well, what was it? We did a Hatebreed cover.
Smash Your Enemies.
Yeah. Actually, it was Smash Your Enemies. Yeah.
I heard that was a possibility at the last show. Somebody had mentioned that.
We were just doing like the intro part of it just to kind of get people hyped up because nobody knew who the fuck we were.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, well, if we start off with Smash Your Enemies from Hatebreed, people will get into it pretty quick, and they did. But no, we don't really play that now, but we should. That'd be fun.
Yo, you get some of these fucking people who, the real Hatebreed fans will.
Yeah, real Hatebreed fans, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's perseverance and fucking.
I can talk about this,
you know,
because it's not going to be out until Monday.
Right.
But Under the Knife is doing a recon cover, I guess, of 13.
The one and only time I saw Recon was that first Earth Crisis reunion tour that was at the Magic Stick.
Yep.
Dude, that I had never even heard of the band at that time, but they get up there and start playing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So it was sludgy as fuck. It was heavy. And I'm like, what are we watching? And then like kids were just going fucking nuts for that band. And I was like, okay, well, I'll give them a shot. And
I always say that the strings are on the floor, you know?
Yeah, right. You know,
so low that the strings are just dangling, man. Yeah. Dude, it's just hard. And so they did that, I think, the last 10 for 10 too.
Oh, did they?
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really cool they're going to do it again but the thing is, like, who actually knows?
Other than like a handful of us, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, will it hit or not? You know, like for the.
So the show tonight is already mostly sold out, from my understanding.
Yeah, I hope
so
it doesn't sell out because I have not got a ticket.
Oh, I'm sure if you walk up there like, hey, I'm gonna fucking come in here.
Yeah,
they might be like, all right.
Yeah, me and my son, we didn't buy tickets. We still got room for 2.
I'm sure they will fucking do something for you. But
yeah, I hope so.
I saw a thing earlier saying it was already almost sold out. I was like, what the fuck? Like my brain just doesn't wrap around that, because shows back in the day just never really sold out unless it was like Hatebreed or fucking whoever. But
well, this is a surprise. Last year it sold out.
yeah, that's what Jeremy was telling me.
So it was cool, and that was Moral Pollution's first show
Yeah.
last year. So it's just like crazy to see, because 10 somewhat local bands and 300 people have nothing better to do, and last year it was on New Year's Day.
No shit.
So yeah,
and it sold out on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
A lot of
See,
people
that's what
have
I'm
to
that's
work,
what I'm
though,
talking
so
about.
that's-
Though. Like, fucking hardcore is just like, I don't want to say it's like transcending almost that fucking underground thing, but man, like shows never used to sell out like that back in the day.
No.
Especially a local 10 for 10 on New Year's Day, that would never fucking sell out.
Yeah, they're
So
more
that's
band
just-
members than fucking.
So that's just cool
People,
as fuck
you know.
that these kids are coming out and doing that shit. Like, I don't know, that's fucking awesome. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are for sure gonna have a fun crowd to play to tonight, or tonight. Let's say that, dude.
I mean, I hope people like us. Like when we started this band, I didn't. I'll only speak for me. I'm not gonna speak for anybody else. But like when we started this band, I was just like, man, I just want to play like heavy fucking music for my friends to just punch each other in the face too. That's all I give a shit about. I don't care about these fests. I don't care about tours. I don't fucking care about any of that. I just want to make music that my friends like. And so far they do. I mean, I don't know. But anytime someone's like, yo, yeah, man, your band's awesome, I have this really bad toxic trait of being like, nah, fuck you, you're lying to me. It's like, I just don't believe people when they compliment me. I don't know why. That's something I gotta fix. But
yeah, no, for sure. I'm the same way. Like, people listen to my podcast. I like your podcast. I'm like,
fuck
do
off.
you?
No, you don't. Like, don't fucking lie to me.
Like, you like listening to me fucking mumble and stutter
Right.
now and then?
You don't give a shit about what I have to say. Like, let's be real here.
I don't have time for podcasts, so I finally listened to one of yours when we were at the airport because we had 14 fucking hour layover.
Oh, no.
So I listened to the one with
Jeremy.
Yeah. Like,
Well, his internet cutting out.
yeah,
Cutting
yeah.
out and
I'm like,
shit.
is it my phone? Like, what the fuck's going on with this?
No, it's just Jeremy.
That's literally the worst one for for communication.
Yeah.
It's like,
It was good. I mean, Jeremy is just a very out of pocket kind of dude as it is.
he's real easy to
He-
talk to.
Oh yeah,
he's
I've
wild,
known
man.
Jeremy for a long time. Like he has always been like that. So when I heard that podcast, I was like, this is so fucking Jeremy.
Yeah, he said he was gonna make sure it was interesting.
No,
Like, well, it's definitely interesting. And he said even because we were gonna try to work it out to where he could fucking come here,
yeah.
and that just didn't happen because he lives 2.5 hours.
Yeah, he lives
away.
up in Saginaw. Yeah.
You made it happen. I don't know why he couldn't. I don't know why.
He just, I don't know, man. Step your game up, Jeremy. Like,
Jeremy
maybe you
gets
should have
together.
fucking came down here.
No, first it was a weekday,
Mm.
and there wasn't a show. His band was
Yeah, so
participating in that day.
yeah, exactly. He ain't coming out here.
No, like 4 hours.
Especially with how
fucking
much beer
drive
he
time.
drank, he wouldn't be making it home either.
Yeah, well, I know some of the members I think are from a little closer this way,
Some of them are, yeah.
and they're gonna try to make it work, but it just like, this would be the best. And we also were doing like whatever promotion for the Black Christmas thing.
Yeah.
So it was fucking cool, and some people, it's like if anybody can name 7 fucking local bands, gets a free ticket. It's like, holy
I mean,
shit,
I
it's
knew
something
all the
good.
bands he's been in, so
Okay.
So well, he's only been in the 2. He's been Fight It Out, Moral Pollution, but like everyone in that band has been in like fucking 30 different bands. So,
Yeah.
like, when I heard that was the thing, I was like, I mean, I could be a dick and fucking say all 7 of them right now, but I already got my ticket, so it's not a big deal.
Exactly. It was kind of like a silly thing. Like you got to be kind of like from local.
No,
to
but
the
see, that
area.
shit's fun though, because like Tyrant used to do that thing back in the day where they had the football game. I don't know if you remember that.
Of course.
Kids would just beat the absolute shit out of each other for a $20 T-shirt, and I never was just like, dude, I'll just buy the shirt, man. I don't need a broken rib over this
Yeah.
shit. But it made it fun, and so like it's cool when bands and podcasts and shit like that do stuff like that. So.
Yeah, is that for retarded? Like I said, toxic caveman behavior.
Yeah, no.
That's what it was, man. It's just like who's gonna be the fucking toughest one and end up with this foam football at the end of 3 minutes with the
3 minute long song.
Kids have fucking.
I could do
broken
fucking
ribs
a
and
minute.
shit.
Maybe.
Dude, I'd be gassed after 30 seconds. I'd be like, nah, you can keep the shirt and the ball. I don't want this shit.
Yeah, I mean you weren't there, like you said, but that Let It Die reunion when they played Under the Knife and like fucking big deal. Enemy of God played, and the last song they did is John was filling on bass for the Tyrant.
Yeah.
And
I know John.
so he went on. on vocals, and they covered fucking Deviant,
Jeez.
and they did the whole thing throughout the football for the last Enemy of God song, and,
That's fucking
and for
awesome.
sure it was as awesome it can be, but some people he's like, if you don't know, you're about to find out.
You're about to find out.
Yeah, and it was
That shit was so much fun back
as
then.
awesome as it used to be. Just people
Yeah,
going,
but I almost feel like the culture around hardcore though really isn't about that anymore. Like I don't know. Like I feel like if you were to do that now, and like most of the shows, people are like, "Nah, we're not gonna do that."
yeah. I mean, maybe. It just depends on what bands are playing, I guess. Like this whole 10 for 10 thing, I don't know if it'd work out. Like you guys tried
Probably
it.
not. No, probably not.
No. But like I said, that was Let It Die, The Alliance, Enemy of God.
That would be a show to do that at for sure.
Fight It Out did a reunion that time.
Oh, that's right, they did.
Yeah.
See, I told Jeremy he needs to bring Fight It Out back too, and he just refuses to. He's like, no. I was like, dude, I'll play drums. I don't even fucking care. Just bring the band back. And he's just like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Suffocate Faster played that show.
Yeah.
Under the Knife. And
Jesus.
also a big deal. He has 8 bands. It was like 4 new, 4 old, and it was like, holy shit.
Man, I wish I could have made. I think that was what 2001 is what we said. That show or
no, this was from like 2021. It was like a reunion.
Oh, 2021. Okay.
Yeah,
I was,
Enemy of God.
I was still in Colorado.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
okay.
otherwise I would have been there. Like that would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking wild. But I just wish there would be like an actual fucking Tyrant reunion. I don't fuck half the band.
So
it's not even straight edge and
No,
whatever. Or like they couldn't even put one to get like a scab band, like John and a few other people. It'd still be fun just to hear those songs
well,
live.
I asked John about that too because when I first moved back, he was at that. He was filling in for D Block that weekend that they came to Grand Rapids. So I was talking to John about. I was like, "Hey, so when are we gonna get that Tyrant reunion?" He's like, "Yeah, you're not." And I'm like, "No, I know, but like, when are we getting it?"
He was like, "Yeah, but when?"
Yeah, but when? Like, when's this happening? Like, I'm not straight edge, but I'll fuck your band up. Like, let's go.
Dude, it was always crazy because I started seeing them still when I was like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they were 24, 25, 26.
Mm-hmm.
And for it to be like introduced to that stuff was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So all these years later, it's like I kind of have like that like expectation and impression. And I'm like, it's just not the same. But everybody says it's just not the same. And it's just not.
Well, I mean, like things evolve over time and things change over time, sure. But like, I miss the days of like hardcore where it was just you didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen.
Yeah, you were a little scared.
There was some apprehension going into the show because you're just like, man, someone's gonna fucking die tonight. Like, who's it gonna be? Like, who are we burying the next day? And sure enough, like shows would just get stupid violent. I mean, and now I just don't really feel like that Speed show would probably be one example where it kind of felt like that. Kind of. Yeah, this motherfucker here got famous off that shit on Not Another Beatdown, that fucking Instagram page.
Not a push, but
Or Not Another Push.
Oh,
yeah. And yeah, so back then that show was kind of reminiscent of it, but yeah, I feel like hardcore used to be so much more violent.
I do remember that show. It was like April.
Yeah.
That was, dude. I'm like, this is my take on that. When I seen that they were coming here, this is probably like one of the only times you're gonna see them in a venue like that. Either they're gonna get really big and they're gonna start playing venues that are bigger, or they just won't be able to come here as often. There'll be only like a fest band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. We were kind of fortunate to have
Yeah.
that there because fucking who knows? Like, Pain of Truth probably never play at the Sanctuary again unless they, they're fucking seem like they're. As long as they keep their momentum going, they just keep fucking rising up. Hopefully, just keep it fucking ground level, keep their heads.
Yeah,
I
down
wouldn't be
here.
surprised if they get on like these big fucking rock metal festivals. Like you see like Turnstile and Kubla Khan and all those bands.
Terror's on a bunch of them.
Yeah,
too.
Terror's on them. Fucking who else is on them? Like, there's been a lot of bands. Oh, Drain's on a bunch of them now.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah, Pain and Truth is one of those
Knocked
bands that the trajectory of that band is just fucking insane. Like they literally started with a demo and then now look at them. They haven't been a band that long.
Yeah.
And they just fucking look at what they're doing now. Like,
And they lived on those fucking like 7 songs for like 2 years.
for 2 years, yeah.
And it was like,
And they
damn.
just toured
Pain of Truth did the
nonstop.
same exact thing though.
That's what we're saying, Pain and Truth.
Oh. Wait, I thought you were talking about Terror, man.
No.
Yeah. But Terror too, dude. It's like fucking. Oh shit, I do something. No, I just didn't want to hit stop or something. He said Pain of Truth did that too. It's like, the second joint, dog.
Yeah, maybe we didn't need that.
Maybe we did need that second joint. but
Always need a second joint. And,
That's true.
and no edibles though, because
This
this would have been over. This would have been over.
I'd
dude,
be
if I had
sleeping
edibles.
on your floor right now if it was a fucking edible. Like I'd be passed the fuck out.
I'm so apprehensive with edibles. Like,
Oh, dude, it's the only way I can sleep. It is the only way I will sleep. I will have like a 20 or 50 milligram edible an hour before I go to bed.
Oh yeah,
60 minutes, like clockwork, 60 fucking minutes. I am blacked out just sleeping.
Oh man, you're right. A good edible sleep.
Oh yeah,
and sometimes at this dispensary I go to, they'll give out like free samples. They have this. It's edible, but it says Canna PM. It says a cannabis, a PM. And I don't know what's so special. I don't know. There's some weird natural ingredients to help you sleep, but it's also I think like 15 and 20 milligrams and. Good enough for me.
They probably put a bunch of fucking.
That's what I thought.
They soak it in NyQuil.
Yeah.
Like it's like a NyQuil infused fucking. Actually, I would try that. That'd be fucking.
I wouldn't be mad.
No, I'd be all right with that.
For NyQuil, fucking makes me groggy as shit the next
day. Dude, I wake up the next day feeling like a fucking Mack truck hit me. It's probably a worse hangover than drinking.
You're right.
After NyQuil, because like you just don't fucking do anything. But I tell you what though. That time I was sleeping, that was the best sleep I ever had.
Sure, yeah, I don't take Tylenol PM because it does the same fucking thing.
Start hallucinating
and
shit. Like, yeah, no.
From hardcore to Tylenol, I know in old age.
Yeah, what the fuck? How do we get there? But
I don't know, man. We only made an hour and 12 minutes so far.
Damn.
What else we got?
I wrote down a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. Let's see where we're at. The whole from West Michigan scene and the Detroit connection. That's always been a thing. Like,
let me pick a topic.
Okay, there you go. I don't know if we pretty much wrapped it all up. I think. I don't know. But you guys got tattoos? You guys have any particular tattoo artists you go to?
Yeah, Ryan Stout over there in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, shout out Ryan, man.
He's a hardcore kid.
Sort of.
He used to go
hardcore kids.
Yeah, he used to go to shows a lot, but he just works so fucking
Puff
much.
Daddy
now.
next to fucking Tommy Hilfiger.
Hey, I love Puff Daddy, man.
Well, that's what it reminds me of, like the whole Hilfiger style, like fucking some Bad Boys for Life.
Dude, weren't we just fucking talking
the other day?
No, it was on in the gym, wasn't it? They played in the fucking gym, and
they played in the gym. But like the other day, like I sent you like a GIF or something like that. I was responding to something like, "No, we Bad Boys for Life."
Dude, it must be the age thing because we're all similar. I'm 36. Would you say you're 35?
35. Yeah.
Okay, and you were 33.
33. Yeah.
Yeah. So just Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah.
And anybody, you were around when like Hilfiger was huge. So like, and it's coming back. You're not the only one I see you rocking Tommy Hilfiger. Like,
I see it in the gym sometimes too. Yeah. I'm like, all right, it's coming back.
Get a yellow windbreaker with the little fucking square right in the chest.
Dude, I would. I'd rock that shit.
I've seen that. I've got some shit planned, man.
This motherfucker, he'll get like an outfit, like a brand new outfit, months in advance before like Tied Down or LDB.
Oh, I already bought one for LDB.
I'm sure you fucking did.
Yeah, I won't wear it.
One of the dopest sweatsuit you'll ever see.
And it's always like some fucking tracksuit or like just some fucking outrageous thing. But it works though. He's the only dude out there in fucking Tommy Hilfiger just beating the shit out of
Tap Out shirt, dude. Like, bringing it back.
So fucking cringe.
Tap Out was awesome back in the day.
I don't know. I'm going to disagree on that one. Tap Out, I don't think was ever awesome.
I never wore it. I don't know. Like, I like UFC. Those dudes wore it. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah. So I guess that was just my impression of it.
Right.
Tap Out.
Manly stuff.
Manly.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah. And, hey, that I guess exists. Some people say it does.
I don't know. Well, you're going to be going down a rabbit hole with that shit.
I don't know, man. It's a fucking pretty cool conversation. Got a fun show tonight. It's gonna be a lot of people there.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so, man. I hope people like us. Like I said, I only want to make music for people to punch each other too.
Well, okay, I'll be honest. Some of these bands I haven't had the time to check out yet, so
yeah,
I'm
I
not
have no
sure
idea
how they sound.
I have no idea.
And I know with like Under the Knife, you guys fit there. Now Slice is fucking awesome. Have you guys checked?
Yeah, I've checked out Slice before. I like them a lot.
Yeah, they're from Ohio. The only Ohio band on the bill.
Yeah, they're from Toledo.
I know their singer, the girl, Safi.
Yeah.
She's from Tiffin. So I don't know how close it is to Toledo, but I know that's where Jaden, who does Collide Records, I know he was originally from Tiffin. He moved to Columbus, so some sort of connection. I don't know. That's how they weasel their way into a fucking Michigan show.
Yeah, shout
out Clyde.
Shout out Clyde. Yeah, Jake and all them.
Yeah,
outstanding dudes.
Yeah, they're doing cool shit. So
well, they're all down at FYA this weekend too.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, I want to be there.
There's a lot of people there. Like,
yeah.
So it's like I'm like, how is this? How's show gonna fill in when there's so many people that I know or talk to that are fucking down in Florida, and I don't know everybody, but it's just I I know a lot of people that are there.
Yeah. I wish I was there. Shit.
That's
I'm
why
excited to see some videos.
Yeah, the thing is, I wanted to go, but I went on, like I said, I went on vacation last month. I did something cool. I was like, it's pick or choose because I got kids and. Like, do you want to go on a sick ass vacation, or do you want some bullshit presents under the tree? So we'll do a cool vacation and some bullshit presents, just not as much.
I mean, that's what we did. We were like, all right, we're gonna do the gift thing, or we're gonna go to Cancun for a week and fucking drink by the pool. And that's what we did. We went to Cancun and fucking drank by the pool all week.
Amazing, man. Except the whole travel thing just sucks. That day of travel,
Well,
it sucks when it goes wrong. It's really fucked.
Well, yeah. I mean, we already talked about not recorded, but we already talked about our little fiasco. Almost got put on the fucking no-fly list for that one. But yeah, no. Traveling for me is just I eat every 2 or 3 hours, and airports are expensive as fuck. So yeah, traveling's not too fun for me. But
yeah, and it's not like you can find anything that fits your fucking diet most of the time. It's like a Moe's Southwest Grill.
Dude, I fuck with Moe's so hard. Like, that's
good,
just so
Moe's
good.
is delicious.
Yeah.
Moe's is
Is there a
awesome.
Moe's nearby?
I know in Southgate, the opposite way.
Fuck it, I'll drive there. I don't care.
It's only 7 minutes away, probably. I'm serious.
Shit, I'll eat.
There's a fucking Qdoba or whatever the other place is. The other bowl fucking burrito place, not Qdoba.
Chipotle,
yeah.
Dude, I fuck with Chipotle too.
Yeah, and I mean you can get it. And they load it up. When you get the bowls, man, they just fucking pile the shit in there. It's always like, yes.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Like, I'll be like, yeah, can I get steak? And they'll put a little bit of steak. And I'll literally look at whoever's fucking making this shit. I'm like, do I look like I don't fucking eat? Throw some more steak on that shit. Like, come on.
You gotta order double.
Double?
Yeah, but then they make you pay for it.
4
And I'm cheap
hours.
as fuck.
Just
Like,
fucking do it.
Just do it. I want that protein. Go pay for it.
I'm fucking cheap. Like, throw that shit on there. Don't make me pay for it, please.
Yeah. Whenever I go into like a dispensary, they'll have like a little booth sometimes with like free samples. If you buy one of these products, we'll give you a free fucking t-shirt or sticker or whatever. I'm like, can I just get the sticker?
Yeah.
Or a fucking keychain?
Look, I know you guys didn't really pay for any of this shit, so can I just have it?
Yeah, she's like, I need to see your receipt for the fucking pre-roll. I'm like, do you?
Dude, yeah, you don't need to.
Like, just give me the sticker, bitch.
Just give me the fucking thing.
But I don't know, man. Cool. You said you're working on a new EP?
Yeah. So we started writing that already. We're gonna record again with Transient Aggression Studios over there in Grand Rapids. It's John Barefoot. He's actually in Bitter Truth. He plays guitar for Bitter Truth. He's got a studio set up in his basement. Shout out to John. Anybody who's looking to record, definitely go through him because he did a fucking phenomenal job on the demo. So we'll go through him again for this EP. We already started writing it. We're hoping to have it done March time frame. Recorded everything, so look for that around then.
It's time to be healed up after your fucking surgery. And
So actually, this will be out Monday, you said. So there's actually a Southpaw show that we're playing in February at the Sanctuary.
Oh yeah, true.
It's on the 13th of February.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, I'll just pop a bunch
fucking
of
pull up.
I'll just pop a bunch of fucking Norco and we'll just have at it. Like I'll play it. I don't give a shit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you'll be a couple weeks into recovery there.
Yeah, I won't even be a month in. It'll probably be about 3 weeks. So you'll see me hopping around up there with like my fucking pimp cane and shit.
Dude, we're gonna get him a cane that has like a fucking he wants the mosquito from fucking Jurassic Park. But it needs to unscrew and have a sword on the inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can start shanking people.
That's badass. You can stab people if they're not moshing.
I mean,
February 13th, you said?
Yeah, it's February 13th is when it is. Yeah, it's Southpaw. Dead Hang is on it too. I briefly saw the flyer. I don't remember who else.
The Barefaced band or something? Somewhere from Flint.
Hold
I think. I'm lying. I don't know. I thought it was.
I honestly have no idea. Like, so Southpaw actually reached out to us.
Bareface, Dead Hang, and Dead Wrong. I don't know who Dead Wrong is. I don't think I've ever heard of them yet.
I don't know who they are.
Anyway, who's playing?
Yeah, no, Southpaw actually reached out to us
Okay.
directly, and we're like, "Hey, we want you guys to play the show when we come through." And I was like, "Fuck, dude, that's like a few weeks after I have major ACL surgery."
Cool.
And we just got to talking about it. I'm like, "Nah, you know what? Fuck it. That's what drugs are for. I'll just pop a bunch of fucking Norco. We'll be all right. I'm not gonna feel anything." And so I was like, "Yeah, fucking let's do it." I don't ever want to turn down an opportunity to play for people. Especially if like people want to see us, I'll fucking be there. I don't care.
Yeah, it definitely fits the bill. I feel like, I'm just being honest here, more people know who you guys are than they will fucking Southpaw. In my opinion.
I mean,
I feel like they're a pretty like decent sized growing band.
Everybody I asked, they don't know who the fuck that band is. I mean,
Southpaw.
yeah, I mean,
I
I
know
never
that.
heard them until recently.
I feel like if you get like if you're like
Unless I'm
into
not paying
like
attention, I don't know.
a
Honestly, I don't know.
Lionheart or something like that.
That's
That's
exactly
the
what I
sound, I
thought
guess.
of when I heard them for the
Uh-huh.
first time. I was like, kind of reminds me of Lionheart, down in Florida hardcore. I mean, I know who they are, but I just like I wasn't sure or familiar, and I seen the show.
I
announced.
didn't hear about them until recently, and they started putting out like a bunch of music videos and shit of like some of their shows. And I was like, "What the fuck is Florida doing?" Like, goddamn, like
Yeah, this came out of nowhere.
just
That's
came
what
out
I
of
thought.
exactly.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
came out of nowhere, and it's like, wow, like okay, this band goes pretty hard, and then we got asked to play it, and I think is this their first tour? I don't know. If I think it's like their first
big tour, maybe, probably, yeah.
probably, yeah.
Cool.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Well, and hopefully it'll be a good turnout on a fucking Tuesday night. I'm sure it will.
I hope so.
Pain of Truth sold out on it. I mean, it is Pain of Truth, like we just said. They're like the fucking kings of hardcore right now.
Yeah.
So like, it makes sense that show sold out. But I mean, I hope people come out and have a good time. Like I said, I just want to play for people and I want to watch them punch each other in the face.
Yeah, dude, it'll be fun. Tonight will be fun, hopefully, and you guys have new shit eventually.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
on.
We'll have the EP out. Hopefully, like early March is when we're kind of hoping for
Yeah.
that. And then
I'm still fucking settling with those fucking 3 bangers, man. I listen to them daily.
yeah, which one?
It's
Which
in my
one do you like the
rotation.
most? I always ask everybody this because it's usually the same answer every time.
The
But
luck runs out.
no, it's not actually.
No, what the fuck is
So you got
you and the
Luck-
gun and that?
Oh,
fucking...
Full Metal Justice.
yeah.
That's usually the one that
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
says.
Yeah, no, but I just like so that intro, like I didn't even know where the fucking came from.
Yeah.
Whatever, the coach of the Lions, I was like, that's hard.
Mhm.
But like I said, I didn't know like the correlation to fucking the Detroit Lions, so I didn't know how to envision. I just see like maybe like a wrestler like yelling.
But I mean, that works too, though.
It's
Like-
cool. So, like Hulk Hogan type figure.
Oh, now we gotta have like a Hulk Hogan sample at some point.
We tell you, brother.
Yeah.
So
I
I didn't
feel
know. I had no
Yeah,
idea
no.
that retarded.
Well, now you'll hear it tonight. I mean, like I said, this isn't gonna come out till Monday, but
Yeah.
we have a sample of that, and it's gonna play tonight.
Yeah.
hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah,
Hopefully,
we get it
we
fucking
get
working.
it
We got it
working.
working last night, but
Yeah.
Fucking, I might have to. I let my 16-year-old see a side of me he's never seen.
do it.
Just for luck runs out. See about 30 seconds out of me, and I'm fucking.
Dude, that's me now,
I'm
dude.
done.
I don't really mosh ton these days.
That was
Every
me
time-
at Black Christmas, man.
Every time my shoulder, I was like, is it fucking worth it? Like, is it worth it? Because
No, it-
like, my shoulder hurts for a week and a half after, like
Like-
30 seconds of violence.
They're-
and
yeah.
I'm fucking
There,
paying for it.
like I was saying earlier, like there's only a few bands that will bring that out of me again, and I'm just getting too old and too beat up to justify it anymore.
Fuck it. That's it, man. Wrap it up. Shout out to Grand Rapids Hardcore, Detroit Hardcore, all hardcore.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Holla.